Hey guys, this is Ignocia and I want to show you my guide for Demonology Warlocks. This is not a guide for beginners. It's a guide to simply just improve your DPS in PvE, raiding mostly. And I want to show you some important stuff about Demonology Warlocks. So here we go. Okay, so first of all, the burst. Many people think that Demonology burst is all about getting up your demonic fury first, and that is so wrong. I really don't like seeing that. Actually, you can do very high burst from the very beginning of the fight. I'm just gonna give you an example, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. Okay, most guilds do a 10 seconds pull timer, so you can time your soulfire precast on the pull. So what I'm gonna do now is just cast soulfire. Okay, I use the corruption and pop all my generating stuff. And 2 times hand of gold enemies, and then I just pop everything. You just spam touch of chaos on this form. Maybe you'll get out of your demon form quick, as I do now, but then because you have all your stuff up and so many soulfire procs, you can regain it so fast up again that you can immediately just go in again and keep your burst. As you see, I'm doing 131k, I was on this before, so it's really not a bad burst, and I do not have any buffs other than Dark Intent right now, so just imagine them boss encounter with heroes when such people are gonna burst. Yeah, that's it for the bursting. Okay, so let's talk about managing demonic fury. Okay, many people think that even on movement fights, you have to like stack up your demonic fury to full before you start going metaform and burst. What I like to do is just on movement fights. I mean, if I have to move somewhere, I go demon form instead of spamming health thing, and I just like meanwhile moving, just touch of cast, and then when I don't move anymore, just stand still. Of course, if you got your cooldowns, then line it up, but you can't really line up, for example, this trinket 2.5 minute cooldown, and it takes not that long to get metamorphosis up, so waiting for metamorphosis is a really bad idea. Actually, it's a DPS increase to move around with meter from time to time, than just standing still, DPSing out of form, waiting for regenerating. I'm just gonna give you an example of how it looks like when you're moving and DPSing. Okay, so I'm just gonna get my stuff up. As before, I'm not gonna burst. Okay, so now I'm told to move to the left. So I go demon form and out of demon form, and then I just stand and do my normal form. Now the raid has to move right. I have to move right, so I go demon form and I go to the right. Now here I have to stand still, so I go out again, and yeah. As you see, it's pretty simple. So it's good movement and good DPS. Of course, if you get your cooldowns, you can just pop them and stay in demon form even though you're moving somewhere, so you can like burst a little bit. Yeah, that was basically it for that. Also, it's very important to manage what spells you're doing in meta form. I see many Demonology Warlocks using Hellfire and Hand of Golden in meta form. It is good because you get some crazy bursts. You can get up to 300k and such. I really like to show off like that in dungeons, and I'm doing that. But the thing is, you will burn your demonic fury and you will go out so fast. I'm just gonna do the math for you. What is best, touch of cast or doing all your spells? If you do touch of cast, I'll do 130k burst on buff for about what, 25 seconds. If I go like Soulfire and Hand of Golden in meta form, I will do like 300k DPS for 3 seconds. What is best, 25 seconds of 115k or 3 seconds of 300k, and then getting out to regen up your fury again? I would say that the first thing is best. So also, you get your fury faster back when you have a lot of soulfire procs and your Hand of Golden ready. So it's just don't use Hellfire and Hand of Golden in that form. Of course, always use your Gomorph service and Swarm as its off cooldown. Really important for regen as well, and of course your full storm. That's it for that. One very important thing as well is that your Doom Guard works like that. It scales on your haste, mastery, and intellect. Back in Cataclysm, there was a bug, I don't know, where if you popped Doom Guard first, and then you pop your intellect, potions, trinkets, getting procs, your Doom Guard wouldn't get affected. But if you did it after, your Doom Guard would be affected. It doesn't work like that anymore, but it's similar. I mean, if you pop it in the middle of the fight, you won't probably not have the same procs, room procs, trinkets up, potion. If you pop it in the beginning of the fight, your ICDs will be up, your trinket will be up, and your potion will be up, and that means your Doom Guard will be very, very useful. So even though your raid leader says, well, we are gonna have an execution phase, so you pop your big cooldowns there. Don't do it, because your Doom Guard is more or less just a wasted GCD when you don't have anything up for it. It's like 7 times stronger when you have procs and all that crap up. So take in mind, use Doom Guard in the beginning, else it will be really, really useless. Macros and add-ons, I would recommend to do this macro. It's really, really good. It does so that when you enter Metamorphosis, you can go in, put up Doom, and then leave again quick. Like really quick. So that you can refresh your Doom. And I mean, if you just use Metamorphosis and click it again to go out, there's some kind of bug or cooldown to leave it again. So you have to wait like 3 seconds in there, and then you lose a lot of demonic fury. That's so bad, so don't do that. Also, I would recommend an add-on called Powers, which I use to get my dots down here and such things like that. It's really, really good for everything, also other classes and specs. So I would really recommend you doing that. You can write a comment if you don't know how to set it up, and I'll probably make an add-on video where I show how to set up different add-ons, like dot time and such like that. Well, that's it. Okay, so how do I reforge my gear? Demonology is not a single step dependent spec as Affliction is with Mastery. Demonology is like, you have to feel it. You have to balance your Mastery and Haste, and of course get the 15% hit cap. Haste does so that the cooldown in your Imp Swarm is lower, and that your dots tick faster, so you get faster demonic fury. Also, there will be some breakpoints that does your dots take 1 extra time. I don't really know anything about these breakpoints in Stubendera yet. I knew there was one 1993 in Cataclysm Demonology, but yeah. Also, Mastery does you do damage in and out of form, which is important. So you can go full Mastery because then you regenerate relatively slow. You can go full haste because then you won't have enough damage in your mastery, in your meta form, even though you regain it fast. So you have to like feel what you need and then base it on that and like balance it as good as you can. So anyways guys, thanks for watching, and this is my first video where I'm speaking and also my first guide, so I hope you appreciate it, I hope it's helping, and I would really, really like if you could comment about what I'm doing good, what I'm doing bad, what I could do in my next guide if I'm gonna make one. Depends on how many is gonna loot this one. I'm gonna show some screenshots after this, but yeah, thanks for watching, and please tell me what to improve.